Over the decades, comedy has been a safe place for people to face some of our biggest issues. Damon Wayans has been in the business for over 30 years. He was a centerpiece in the ensemble cast of In Living Color. It was a different time for comedy in this country.
Your mother's so black, every time she go to night school, the teachers mark her absent.
So much about this game that's so confusing. For instance, why do they stop a play when there's too many men on the field? To me, that's party time. Because, Blaine, too many men, that's an illegal formation. Well, if love is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
Please welcome Damon Wayans. Oh my gosh. It still makes us laugh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, you and I grew up during a time where we had things like All in the Family, you know, the Jeffersons, Beverly Hillbillies. They made fun of people from the country, like country with a K, right? But they found out that they were actually the smartest ones in the room. Comedy has its place.
Yes, comedy should always have its place because it's what, you know, it breaks tension.
Yeah.
You know? That's what we need right now. Is,
Yeah.
You know, some tension.
Breaks tension, but also gets people a little closer to the subject that they may be afraid of, especially like with Men on Sports, for example. It's interesting, we were in the makeup room this morning, and our makeup artist said, people were complaining about it at some point back then, but it was none of us were the gay people complaining about it. We thought it was funny.
Right. I mean, I think even now, I mean, it's just no one's doing it. And it's like, I think people are afraid. You know, if I said, you know, welcome to Men on Films. Today's show is brought to you by Arby's. We have the meats.
Yeah.
It's still funny.
Yeah. So what do you think about all the comedians who are being censored or afraid to open their mouth and changing routines because they're afraid of offending someone?
I think it's, you know, cyclical. What'll happen, you know, this happened with Lenny Bruce. Lenny Bruce,
Yeah.
you know, he was under fire for saying, you know, things that were offensive or what was offensive for the times. And we'll just get to the point where we get tired of it and
Yeah.
someone will come out and be the sacrificial lamb. They'll never work again, but we'll
We might
We'll
not
be
see
able to
Ricky
laugh
again at the
again.
Golden Globes, right?
Yeah.
But you know the thing I love about it is that what happens
What
is
did he say?
he basically just told them that like, look, don't get up here, just get your award. Don't get up here and start talking about political things and the whole bit. Get your little award and go home. Now, there's a part of it that was bleeped out, but so yeah, so that was the big deal on that. But what happens is we start talking about topics, and when you start talking about it, comedy has legs, if you will. But when it comes to comedy, a lot of people get it from growing up. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
From growing, you know what I love about Boots? You don't have to shave your legs till March. Anyway, where people get their sense of comedy, you started out with like some good material. You grew up with a family of 10 kids?
Yeah, 10 of us. My father had stretch marks. There's a bunch of us. It was great. Well, what happened is our family was like the place where we laughed and joked, and we lived in the projects in a very small apartment. But my family, my father and mother, never said, "Hey, tone down, stop the noise," because they knew we were having fun. Even if we were fighting, we were having fun.
Funny, when Marlon was on the show, I said, you know, you were a very close family. He goes, well, in an apartment that small, of course we were a close family,
Right.
literally and figuratively, right?
Yeah.
But when did you realize your fun and your funny could become career?
After I got thrown out of 3 different high schools.
Okay.
I was working on my material. They didn't know it, neither did I. But I got thrown out of 3 different high schools. And, you know, I knew when I used to go hang out with Keenan, he's doing stand-up at the Improv, and I would watch him and I would give him jokes. Well, try this,
Yeah.
and he would try them and they would work. And I'm like, wow, maybe I should do it.
Yeah.
And then when I was married, my wife I kept telling her about Keenan, how great Keenan was. She said, well, you better go do it, or otherwise I'm gonna go sleep with Keenan.
Oh no! And then of course when you start having kids, you get even more material.
Yeah, well, kids are a thankless job until, you know, I mean, grandkids is the mecca. That's what you want to get to. Because I really wish I had grandkids before I had kids, because it's so much. It's all the love without responsibility. You know what I mean? I just spoil them candy and fun, and I send them home.
Yeah. Or when your kids become income producing. So my son got his first job at 15, and he goes, Mom, I've been thinking about it, and I'd like to help you and Dad out. I'm gonna slide you about $20 a month. Will that help?
Oh, it's the thought that
It
counts.
was the thought that counted. It was so. I was like, yes, that's so sweet. All right.
I can't wait to go live with my son Damon.
Oh, and he's doing
Yeah.
following in your footsteps.
Yeah, I want to get so old that he has to change my diaper.
Oh gosh! How proud is that to see? Because oftentimes some kids go into what their parents do, and sometimes they go in there kicking and screaming or afraid of doing it because they might not rise to that occasion. And then other times they step off the ledge. And so, how proud does it make you feel?
Well, great. He has 5 kids and 1 on the way, so he better do something.
You're right, right?
You know, so I'm very proud of him, because what I'm most proud of is that he's a great dude. Everybody tells me your son is amazing. He's like pancakes. Everybody loves pancakes.
Yes.
I never met anybody go, I hate pancakes. He's that lovable.
Yeah.
You know, that's my greatest joy. Not so much that he's in show business.
And also greatest accomplishment, because that comes from good parenting.
Yeah, it came from me.
It came from you.
I'm Waffles.
Let's get the wife on the phone and see what she thinks about that. All right, going back to In Living Color. Great comedy is always great comedy. It still makes us laugh today. I was crying yesterday. In fact, our producer Travis was cutting those pieces, and he just was laughing out loud in the audience or in the office. We were like, what's wrong with Travis? But anyway, when you were looking at it over there, I saw your face light up.
Yeah, because I was thinking about just like me and David, me and Jim hanging out. That was like college for us. I mean, you know, you think about the talent that came out of Jamie Foxx and, you know, J-Lo and, you know,
Jim Carrey.
Yes. It was just like to be around that level of talent, you know, was just so much.
Hike the football. Okay. You see what I mean? It's even funny to you when you created half this stuff. But it was amazing, because putting together that type of cast like that doesn't happen very often.
No.
Did y'all know it at the time, or was it just a bunch of fresh-faced, let's do this, let's just have no rules?
We never thought we'd get on TV. So when we shot In Living Color, the pilot, it was supposed to be a mid-season replacement, and then they said, well, let's hold on, let's talk to all these different organizations and make sure it's okay. Then it was a fall show, and then it went to, so it was a year and a half before they ever had the guts to air it.
To put it on the air.
Yeah.
All right, we need In Living Color 2. We need to have that back.
Yeah, we do.
All right, but it also allowed you to go on to other things. Of course, movies, The Last Boy Scout, Mo Money, Bulletproof. What's the comparison like for doing like sketch comedy like that versus doing like a movie where you're cut, right?
Well, the thing, that's my first movie. The difference is it's immediate, right?
Yeah.
So when you do sketch, we used to have get standing ovations in the audience,
right?
When we would do sketches.
A lot of energy, right?
Yeah. But when you do a movie, you don't know if it's funny or not. You shoot it, and then you got to wait for them to edit it. 6 months later, it comes out. You go to the premiere, and you go, oh yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
But there's they tell the people in the crew, don't laugh. So you think you're funny, and then you walk away feeling insecure because you really don't know.
Right. And then of course TV, which is a little bit different as well. You did My Wife and Kids, Lethal Weapon.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, right. Put the weapon down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
My God.
I mean, it was fun. I mean, I try to take fun wherever I go, because it's like when you look back, you go, you only get a few opportunities. You might as well make the best out of them. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to sit around I think Allen Iverson, basketball player, he sat out on a bench for this last year of playing. Yeah. And I'm sure he has regrets, because he was an amazing basketball player.
Right.
He just had, an attitude problem.
You're right. You just kind of want to go out on the top there.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned that getting that immediate feedback. That's what stand-up gives you.
That's right.
And so what can we expect from your show?
Well, I'm talking about family. I don't want to deal into politics and stuff like that, because it kind of makes me sad.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about my family and, my journey, my parents. My dad was the original Major Payne in my life, and how he would raise us, and he prided himself on discipline.
Yeah.
So my father goes, you want to play with fire? Let me teach you something about fire, boy. And you stick your hand in fire, and you stick your hand in that fire and count to 3 Mississippis.
No!
And he'd make you do it. And he'd go, no, not like that. We count it off military style. 1 MISSI, SSI, PPI.
You play with fire, you're gonna get burned.
That's right.
Okay, so you're one of those comedians who, if we sit in the front row, we're playing with fire?
No, I don't believe in talking about, that's somebody who don't have an act. If I'm picking on you after you paid your money to see me, I don't have an act.
Yeah.
So I'm here to entertain you, and yeah.
I love it. Well, We've interviewed some of your other brothers, and my goal one day is to collect all the Wayans, all 10 of them, and just have them on the show.
We should do it.
Thank you very much for coming to Houston. You having me. The legendary Damon Wayans is performing at the Houston Improv tonight through Sunday. Tickets are available online, and you can log on to greatdayhouston.com for more details. But 2 lucky members of our live studio audience will be seeing Damon courtesy of the Improv. Congratulations to Mona Quinney. Yes, Mona. And she's happy. She's happy. Okay. And to Thomas Moreno. Yeah, there you go, Thomas.
Yeah. Yes.
Y'all have a great time. Okay, wait, like, do Mona and do you also have to go together, or they both have 2 tickets? Okay. I was going to introduce you two if you had to go together. Okay, good.